Hi guys, so today has been a very hard day for me. It was because yesterday I took a loss and then price realigned, and now you can see it's going to buy side liquidity as I had predicted, and also right now I had put on a buy limit on the 5 minutes, and I kid you not, it went it missed by 1 pip. And you see, this is a trade that would have given me a return of about 1:7. 1:7. And right now I'm just looking at re-entries, and if maybe I can find a 1:3, 1:2, just to ensure that, I'm on my prop farm, and I had one profitable day that gave me a 1:2. I think it was a 1:5, 1:6. Yesterday was an unprofitable day, so that doesn't count. It needs 3 profitable days to actually pass phase 1. And right now I'm on day 2, and you can see clearly something is not right. And it sucks when you had the direction right, like you caught the move even before it happened, and then you just miss out. Yesterday I missed out as well, and then when price returned to my level, it just hit stop loss, and turns out where I had placed my stop loss was not on a swing low. That's why I think that happened. And now we learn, we move on. So this was, let me just mark this out. What is this? Let me mark this out, and then I can explain what I had in mind. I'll just delete all this. So yesterday I noticed the change in structure on the 1 hour, and then it mitigated this fair value gap. Okay, maybe I can get rid of these writings here so that we can see it clearly. And since we are already past this level, I think it doesn't make any sense. So let me just get rid of the writings. I really enjoy doing this with you guys. I really enjoy doing this. Like, at least I can come back and revisit where I went wrong or something like that, instead of journaling, instead of having to write every trade. Now I have it in audio. So yesterday I noticed this structure. Initially I was going for sales, so I was looking for a sale here around this order block. Was it? Yes, this order block here. I was looking for sales, and also around here. So I think these were my areas of entry. So I was waiting for price to come here, but as price was moving, I realized that it has made a higher high and a higher low. And that was my first indication that we are currently changing structure, and we are currently bullish. Okay. And the fact that it mitigated these 2 fair value gaps, that was the giveaway that we are currently bullish. And then I was still very unsure, so I had to wait for the 5 minutes, and hence those writings that I've deleted right now, they were marking the market structure. And in the 5 minutes, I waited and waited, and still I didn't see market structure shift. I was just seeing higher highs, higher highs, higher lows, and that was my indication that maybe the bias has actually shifted and I need to be looking for longs. Okay. And so I went to the 15 minutes, I went to the 15 minutes, as you can see. Okay, maybe I can get rid of this so that you can clearly see. I can also get rid of the sessions. I think this, yeah. So here, at that, when I was placing the order, I discovered that we are making higher highs on the 5 minutes. We are making higher highs, higher lows. Yeah. And so I was waiting for an entry. And I think here, this is where I made the mistake. Yeah. Initially, I think I just placed the order and then I left. Yeah. Let me get rid of this as well. So I was looking for longs towards buy side liquidity here. And so I saw this shift, and I think that's where I went wrong about the whole thing. I saw we are making higher highs, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and I assumed this is my current structure. Yeah, instead of considering this whole move, or even this low. Let me get rid of this as well because we don't need it right now. So I decided to take this as my order block. This. And that was my entry. And as you can see, it came, hit my stop loss, and then started buying. So I was so angry. I have never felt so sad in my life. Anyway, it is what it is. Yeah. The fact that I got the direction right is what makes it even better. Like, I feel like finally everything is clicking, and this is just a mistake that can be rectified, you know. So maybe next time I can just consider this whole thing. And also, I think, you see, it missed. Initially I wanted to catch this move. Okay, initially I was looking for this move and then assume this is the nearest. This is also a range, and I missed with less than a pip. I think this is just less than a pip. So I placed a limit order, and it just went and then came back, took me out. So I was just saying, I don't even know how to take this. Anyway, it would have even hurt more if it made a 1:3. This was a 1:3 and then reversed and hits, or reversed here. I don't know. It would have even been sadder, more sad. Anyway, next time maybe we can go with the whole range with the weeks. You know, maybe we can consider the weeks. That is a lesson that has been learned the hard way. Anyway, we are still bullish. So in the morning we were still bullish. I didn't want to enter the market at that time because I wasn't feeling 100. And then I saw another market structure here, shift on the 1 hour. See, we're making higher high, now higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So this is our indication currently. This was our current indication. And so I was looking for a market structure shift here for my entry. So I went to the 5 minutes, and the 5 minutes making lower low, lower high, higher high, higher low, higher high. You see? So in my mind here, I started thinking maybe this. You see the whole of which one? No. Was I using the 15 minutes? Let me check. No, I was using the 5 minutes. And I actually put my, yes, here. I used this black candle to here. So this was my limit order. I set my limit order here because this time, I wanted to be so sure I have got this week, and see, it came. Fair value gap, then see, imagine it's almost hitting my TP. I can see it here. It's almost hitting my TP. So this would, anyway. So this was my, TP is on prior, no, it's not even prior week high. There's a high here. On the 4 hour, there's a fair value gap around here. Yes. So my TP is, I had placed my, but we are going to come to the previous week high and maybe even surpass it. So that was my entry, and as you can see where we are, it sucks, man. Anyway, the fact that we are able to call these moves is such a great thing. 2 pips. So right now I'm just seeing it go, and to find out that you are not wrong with your analysis, I think that is so grounding and that is so comforting. And I think this is one of the best things that has happened to me. Finally being able to know where price is going, reacting to price and stuff like that, and also being able to see such moves manifest. It's a great thing. So right now, let me get rid of this because now we don't need this anymore. So right now, this is our current indication. And so I could use, if price comes and mitigates any of the fair value gaps, any of these two, I'll go to the 5 minutes, look for an entry and target prior week high. That's it. But today has been so, the moves have been massive. So I don't know whether New York is going to give us many pips. I don't know whether it's going to, or we can just look out for tomorrow and maybe Friday for reversals. Okay, so we'll just make sure you're using the 5 minutes. Once price hits here, let me just put an alert here. Once price gets here, maybe New York, I can go to the 5 minutes, look for a market structure shift or higher highs, higher. I'm looking for 5 minutes to align with the 1 hour, and then I get my entry, and then maybe I can target to prior week high and stuff like that. Yeah, I think this week has been really good. When you combine the ICT, the liquidity zones, what is expected, and ICC for when market structure shifts, I think your win rate goes very, very high. And I was initially thinking of switching to Nasdaq, but right now I don't think it's necessary because I've already mastered this chart. I can just use this and get my way to funded. Anyway, that's it for today. We wait. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. So see you tomorrow, or in case an entry appears, I'm going to update. Okay, stay blessed.